All right, guys, Crypto Kurt here, and another follow-up on the Handelion ICO, and really more it's a follow-up on the video that I did just a couple days ago, where I kind of did a review of what these guys are doing. I went on a little rant because of some issues that I had with the white paper, and I was really pleased to get an email from them. If you're on their email list, you would have gotten the email as well, where they actually watched my video, and they not only replied to me, which I thought was fantastic, they've actually gone in and made some physical changes to the white paper. So again, I'm a little bit chuffed that I was able to give some feedback that was helpful, and hopefully for anyone who's interested in the ICO, will make it a little bit easier for you to understand exactly what it is you're getting into, and specifically what you're going to get paid out in, and specifically what the total circulation of tokens is going to be, because those were my issues. I had several other questions that I asked as I was doing the video, and they actually have looked at those. So let's have a quick look at these. So once again, here's on their blog, Quantum Publishing's questions answered. And one of it was, are they really going to be Alibaba? We'll get to that in the end. How are token holders going to be paid their commissions? That was my biggest issue. And they're going to be paid via some internal tokens that they're developing. So these HDLT tokens are what are going to be purchased in the ICO. But as you get commissions paid out to you as a token holder, you're going to get the commissions paid out in HANDS coins. Now, just as a quick reminder, what these guys are going to do is they're basically going to facilitate a lending platform between retailers and manufacturers, which allows the retailers to purchase more goods on margin and free up their cash flow so they can actually sell more stuff, basically. So again, you're going to purchase HDLT tokens, and then as an HDLT token holder, you're going to get paid out commissions in the form of HANDS coins. So let's look at a couple examples that they give. Commissions for use of capital will be paid out according to a smart contract upon closure of the funded deal. Example, a deal is backed by 100,000 hands. Investors' accrued commission for 3 months use of capital is 2%. Immediately upon closure of the deal, investors get their 100,000 hands plus 2,000 additional hands paid back. Another example, Handelion will generate system commissions. A part of these commissions will be paid out according to a proportion of HDLTs held. And as an example, Handelion has generated shareable commissions at the amount of 10,000 hands. An investor holds 7.63 of total HDLT tokens. Therefore, the investor receives 7.63% times the 10,000 hands, or 763 additional hands immediately after a deal closure. So for those of you familiar with Populous has the same kind of format where you're gonna have the Populous tokens, and then they're gonna pay you out in tokens. My only concern with these types of payouts is that you have two tokens that you have to maintain and monitor, and we have no idea what the market value of these two different tokens will be. So, again, it is what it is, but it just brings another question to the forefront of, how will these HANDS tokens actually have any value? I think, again, you'll be using the HANDS tokens physically on the platform to make loans or to put up margin against loans. My other big question was, what's the total token supply going to be? Because in the white paper, there were 3 or 4 different calculations that you could have made based on what the paper said. So let's say what the answer from these guys is. So total token supply is 2,250,000 during the pre-ICO, plus 27,500,000 during the ICO. Okay, so if we come back to my little U-Butte spreadsheet, you can see here that is the total that I am using at the moment to run the calculations on this scenario. Okay, so again, it's the 22250. Let's see, have a look at that again. 2,250,000, and then 27,500,000, which gives us the 29.5, right? Sorry, it gives us the 29,750. This is where it gets a little confusing. The pre-ICO goal is 1.8 million euro equivalent. The ICO goal is 25 million euro equivalent. Together, that makes 26.8 million euro equivalent, which really is kind of irrelevant to us token holders. That's what they're actually going to pull out of this gig if they actually hit their targets. The pre-ICO goal was primarily to get the feedback from potential token holders, which I gave them, and they took it, which is great, and make necessary corrections before the ICO, which they've done, which is great. We now see there is a huge interest in HDLTs. According to Quantum Publishing's comments, our white paper is complete enough to attract token holders. That is why we have added pre-ICO results into financials that can be found on our white paper. We hope that we have eliminated the confusion of Quantum Publishing. So again, I think it's fantastic. They were actually listening and went out and made some changes. So again, if you guys come across any questions, send them to Jay Snip. He's you guys might not be aware, but he got put on hold by YouTube, and then now he's got his channel back. So I think that's postponed the interview that he's going to have with these guys. But if you go to realistnews.net, he's actually going to put together a list of questions and talk to these guys directly. Obviously, I've got a direct relationship with them via email. So if you have something and you want to send me or put in the comments any questions you might have, and we can see if we can get those covered. I had another question about a particular type of revenue that in the spreadsheet was the same every year. They've answered this question as well. There are two types of income: direct investors, which are participants of the platform, and commissions for use of their capital. And then there's the HDLT holders commissions. Okay, so again, there's going to be direct investors, which come in the back end, and then there's going to be those of us who are HDLT token holders, and there's two different types of commissions. According to the financial plan, 23% of funds collected during the HDLT token sale will serve as collateral to hand tokens issuance. That is the same amount of hand tokens that HDLT owners will be able to use for funding deals. This sum will generate the same directors' investors' commissions. The plan does not include reinvestment of commissions, assuming that hands holders will withdraw commissions. To avoid another misunderstandings, we've renamed the position in the financials. Again, another change made in the white paper. They talk about the 23% of funds collected during the HDLT token sale will serve as collateral to hand coins. My question, of course, was, well, what does that do to the total value of HDLT tokens? You can see that this means that HDLT holders keep the HDLTs and receive hand coins as well. They've also fixed that in their white paper. My last comment was that this is not Alibaba, and the reason why I said that was because as an ICO, as it's explained in the white paper, the platform is currently not a place where you're going to go list your products and people are going to come buy your products. So basically I was saying that it's not going to be a marketplace. As a token investor, you're not investing in a marketplace. They have come back and said, if you're a private investor, you are a participant of the ecosystem and you are able to fund deals between business owners. This is resembling to peer-to-peer lending platforms' way of functioning. One of the differences is that we are adding buyers, sellers, and services into the ecosystem, allowing parties to interact directly. Now, you guys might remember, you can go watch the previous video or look at the white paper yourself. There's one diagram that shows about 20 different, aspects of the process. Each one is a little rectangle. And at this point, the ICO is only targeting on the first 4 of those. The rest are all of the other things that would, physically make up an Alibaba. And so they're saying one of the differences is that they're going to be adding things to the platform. And it was Jay Snip who came up with Jay-Snip4 who came up with the comment, "Is this the next Alibaba?" And they want to agree with Jay Snip rather than Quantum Publishing. Remember, what was Alibaba like in 2000? See the pic below. And that's fine. Look, if that's where they're taking it, that's where they're taking it. I'm not going to disagree. I was just saying that as the ICO is being pitched in the launch, you're not investing in a platform. You're investing in a financial transaction platform, not necessarily a goods transactions platform. But again, if that's where they want to take it, that's where they want to take it. They actually are trying to be nice to me, saying maybe I got confused with AliExpress, which is more a business to end user. And so there it is. So once again, guys, you can see that if you do have questions, you can send them to support@Handelion. I think that's how they're pronouncing it, Handelion.io. And you can also, they'll post those questions on their Facebook page and in their Telegram group. So as I said, you may not be totally excited about the project, but I'm pretty excited about the fact that they're listening. They're paying attention. They obviously care about this token sale. They want to get it off the ground. They want to make it happen. Remember as well, guys, that these guys already have an existing business doing this already. They just don't have it on the blockchain. So again, this is not financial advice. This should be construed for educational and entertainment purposes. I'm not necessarily trying to pitch this to you guys. It's more of an overview. That's what I'm all about. And again, going back to the spreadsheet, I'm also all about looking at ways to make passive income. Remember again that they're actually going to be, all of their dividends on the white paper are shown as pounds, the revenues. Now we know that the tokens are going to be paid out in hand coins, so you're not going to be getting these exchange rates make no difference anymore. So I might have to redo this spreadsheet, but again, until we get an idea of what a hand token is worth, there's really not much that I can do. We might have to let this actually come out and go live, and then we can start applying some figures to it. So once again, guys, thanks for checking it out. Again, you can go to Handelion.io. That's Handlion.io. You can register. You can get on their email list, and there's a pre-ICO coming up soon. I don't remember all the dates. Here we go. I brought it up for you. So the launch of the pre-ICO is the 17th of October, so it looks like it might already be in play, and the end of the pre-ICO is the 24th, so you might have to go log in and check it out. I have not received an email today as in like the ICO has started. Maybe I should go review that and check that out. And then lastly, once again, if you are an organization and you're planning to build a white paper, I am going to be offering my services as a consultant to review these. I do have a degree in banking and finance. I have a pretty good eye and a very critical eye with regards to how numbers work, and I am more than happy to offer my services to anyone who's interested in having me review their paper. And that's pretty exciting. All right, guys, so Crypto Kurt out on this one. Profits to you all.